Hello and welcome to a new sillypoint episode. We went through part one of our preview of the 100 tournament, and carrying on with that theme, we'll preview the other four teams and also predict our winner for the 100, who we think is going to be who's going to win, and maybe we'll also think who will be. Well, I already kind of hinted towards it in the previous episode, but who will be the bottom the bottom team, the wooden spoon. Not a pleasant prediction to make, but let's see where we get to. I've got G here with me as again. Should we just carry on with the previews?
Yeah, yes. So the next team on the list is the Oval Invincibles.
Yeah.
Looking down that team, like personally, like I
Yeah.
feel like they got the best balance because they've got the most number of all-rounders in their team because they've got Sam Curran, they've got Tom Curran, they've got Sunil Narayan,
Sunil Narayan.
they've got Jax, who is a
Yeah.
very, very good player for Surrey. Again, he was picked in the England squad against
Yeah.
Pakistan, makeshift squad. I didn't get a chance. I was really disappointed not to see him play, but he bowls handy off spin and he's a very, very good bat.
Yeah.
Um,
I think they've got
they've
a good.
obviously got Saqib Mahmood as well.
Yeah. I mean, they've got a very good team in terms of balance. I'm not sure if Rory Burns will play or why he's even
Yeah.
in that team, but Jason Roy at the top.
Why is why? Yeah. Why is Rory Burns in a 100 team? I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I mean, if Ollie Pope can be in one, then I'm sure Rory Burns can as well. But obviously, when you have Jason Roy, I mean, do you need another?
Yeah. Yeah.
You've got Roy, and then they've got a good middle order with Sam Billings, Will Jacks, Sam Curran,
Colin Ingram.
obviously.
Colin
Yeah,
Ingram,
Colin
Sam
Ingram
Billings.
in the middle order. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
good decent lower order with Sam Curran, Narayan, um,
Yeah.
Tom Curran.
Yeah.
So they've got
And
decent finishers
even
and
the
good
bowlers,
spinners as well.
good spinners, good fast bowlers. Reece Topley, Saqib Mahmood. Spinners are Narayan, Sandeep Lamichhane.
Yeah.
They've got Will Jacks as well to add to that. Nathan Souter is another leg spinner,
Yeah.
who's
Sam Curran, Tom Curran, obviously.
Sam Curran, Tom Curran, obviously. So yeah, I feel like we have a contender for winning the tournament.
Yeah.
But
Well,
let's
let's go to the rest, the others.
yeah
I think yeah, but I think that they'll be right up to. They've got a very
yeah
strong team.
Manchester Originals.
I think Manchester United are like they've gone all in. They'll be like I don't know 300 or 50 all out because they've got Joss Butler, Phil Salt, Colin Munro at the top of the order. um,
That's a pretty good top order, and Joe Clark is a pretty decent
yeah.
T20 batsman as well.
And then
And
again with the bowling as well, they've got
pace,
pace.
fire, because they've got Lockie Ferguson, they've got Jamie Overton, who's another quite a quick bowler. They've got Richard Gleeson, who's also known to be quite quick.
Ollie
Um,
Robinson.
Ollie Robinson, obviously not quick, but metronomical like Glenn McGrath.
Well, that's Ollie
Um,
Stone. Yeah, I'm confusing the two.
Sorry, yeah, that's
Ollie
yeah.
Stone is a Ollie
Ollie
Stone is
Stone
the
is the quicker one,
yeah.
but
Steve
Robinson.
Finn.
Steve Finn in there as well. Wow, interesting. I think the one area where they lack a bit is the spin bowling.
Yeah,
Matt Parkinson is a good choice, obviously, but not much there. Tom Hartley is a slow left arm bowler, but again, not heard much about him.
yeah,
People would know who he is or how he does. Um, but yeah,
and of course remember the
decent
name.
team. Remember the name Carlos Brathwaite as well in there. Yeah, I think it's probably the batting up the
Yeah,
order and the pace bowling that's very
yeah.
strong.
But this. I mean, this is a very like RCB type for
Yeah,
squad, right? But they have a lot. They've got good. They've got like fast pace bowlers
yeah,
and then very top heavy batting. So and that format doesn't really. I think that format doesn't really work.
true.
It's very high risk,
Yeah,
very reliant on Butler and Salt. I think so.
yeah,
If
true,
they fire, then they can go all the way. But I don't think they could. Consistently, it'll be tough for them to perform.
true. London Spirit.
Again, I think a very decent team. I don't know again why Zach Crawley's in there, but
Or Joe Denley.
yeah. But obviously they have Owen Morgan.
Yeah, inspirational leader.
Yeah, Joe Denley, Dan Lawrence again. He's a red ball player, right?
Dan Lawrence, no, he's a decent T20 player as well. Again, one of those
Yeah,
guys that has got a good strike rate against spin, so he can do a good job in the middle order.
yeah. But they've got some. Obviously, Owen Morgan will obviously be the main
Yeah, middle order player.
lead the batting. But they've got a few T20 specialists in there. Some good all rounders in Nabi and Ravi Bopara,
Yeah,
Rule of Van der Merwe,
yeah. To be
Mohammad
fair,
Amir.
this looks like a very old squad
Yeah,
age-wise, right? Average age would be way beyond 30, I think.
yeah,
Um, I think the surprise player in this squad should be Adam Rossington. Uh, he's quite a dynamic player. Can open the batting, play in the middle order, and he's a wicket keeper as well. And he leads Northamptonshire. So
I mean,
he,
decent
he's
balance.
good.
I think they've got. I think
Yeah,
the top
yeah,
order is the only question mark. Is in the middle order they've got Owen Morgan. They've
yeah.
got Amir, Mark Wood, Jay Dernbach, who used to be a decent T20 bowler back in the day, and then
Back of the
Mason,
hand, slower balls.
Mason Crane and Mohammad Nabi as decent spin options, and Nabi and Morgan in the middle order will be
Yeah,
pretty
crucial.
decent
Yeah, I think
batting
I
wise.
think I'm pretty excited to watch their opening pair because I'm expecting it to be Zach Crawley and Josh Inglis.
Mm,
Inglis has done quite well in the BBL over the last two seasons, so quite a young
yeah,
opening pair. Clearly, the London Spirit have gone the opposite way of most of the other teams. The other teams have packed their top orders with the best T20
yeah,
players out there, whereas these guys have gone with youth over
yeah,
experience. So
yeah.
quite interesting to see how they go.
Yeah, and then they've bulked the middle order up with Morgan, Bopara, and Nabi.
Yeah, true.
We move on to Birmingham Phoenix, who before the England Pakistan T20 series, I would have thought was one of the weaker teams, but I had really underestimated Liam Livingstone's skill level and his T20 skills. Um, but now I think with him in the team, I think they look pretty decent. Again, I don't know why Dom Sibley's in there. uh,
I didn't pick that out. Man, Dom
um,
Sibley, oh god. I hope he doesn't start.
Yeah. Again, I
Actually,
think that they have a
actually,
similar question marks like London, where their middle order is stronger with Livingston and Moeen Ali.
yeah,
I think Daniel Bell Drummond might open. He's been around for a long time.
yeah.
I think he
Well,
plays for Kent, right? Or he used to play for
yeah, he
Kent.
plays for Kent. Yeah, he plays for Kent, and he had a very good blast in 2020. I think he
Yeah.
was the highest run scorer in the blast. So good option there. But I was actually going to say that you've got a pretty explosive opening option in Finn Allen.
Yeah. True.
So that's a good pick. And I think the middle order is quite well served by Moeen Ali, Liam Livingston, uh, some young domestic players there in Tom Abel, who's the
Yeah.
Somerset captain, Chris Cook, who is the Sussex captain, um,
Speaking of young players, Imran Tahir.
Imran, Imran Tahir in the young players. I mean, yeah, I guess their bowling is pretty decent as well. Imran
Books.
Tahir with the obvious leader of the spin attack, supported by Moeen Ali and Liam Livingston. And then
Yeah.
I think they've got some good medium pacers in Adam Milne, Tom Helm, Pat Brown, Dylan
Pat Brown's been
Pennington,
also in and around the international
the England team. Yeah,
peripherals.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Obviously, we're forgetting Chris Wokes.
Chris Wokes. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not sure about Chris
and
Wokes in T20s, though, to be honest.
yeah.
But
But again, like I just feel like
or
Chris Wokes
100
is
over. Yeah.
yeah. I feel like Chris Wokes is one of them that would do well no matter the format. He's one of
Yeah.
those all format players in my mind. So I'm sure he'll do well here. But the surprise package in this team is going to be a guy called Benny Howell. So
What
Benny
is?
Howell
Yeah.
used to be, I think he used to be a medium pacer, but he's kind of converted himself into like a big hitter. Even in the top, he can bat in the top order, he can bat in the middle order, and he's got some crazy variations apparently. I think
Yeah.
he's like 6 to 10 variations.
Wow.
Just comes off a couple of steps and bowls his variations. So, I would say that Birmingham Phoenix have got two players who are so versatile in Benny Howell and Liam Livingston.
Yeah.
So yeah, good pick there.
So it's interesting. it'll be interesting. I think overall, if you look at on paper, they're similar to I think all of the franchise tournaments. On paper, all the teams look well balanced. Obviously, some people are stronger in some areas, and some
Yeah,
are stronger in other areas. Some
true.
have gone very top heavy, some have gone spin heavy.
Yeah.
Um, but if you had to pick one, G, who is your winner, and who do you think will finish bottom
Last, I'm going to go with Oval Invincibles. I think I made my choice pretty clear. I
to
think
win?
for their yeah to win for their all-round balance, they've got explosive players at the top, in the middle,
Yeah,
and in the lower order. So they can basically go bang bang from ball one. They don't have to
yeah,
like consolidate, rotate the strike, that kind of thing. Just from day one. I would in fact go as far as saying as just open with Jason Roy and Sunil Narayan,
yeah,
and let them
yeah.
unleash them. So yeah, I'm going with Oval Invincibles to win the tournament. And unfortunately, I'm going to pick their neighbors as having the wooden spoon, London Spirit.
London.
Um, just because I feel like the bowling seems
Yeah,
the middle order is too reliant on Morgan. Morgan lately hasn't been in good form.
yeah.
Some aged players there in Mohammad Nabi, Van der Merwe, Ravi Bopara, Jay Dernbach. So yeah,
It's the
Joe
the CSK
Denley.
model. The CSK
Yeah,
model.
it seems like a bit of a CSK model, but then they've got their openers who are quite young and
Yeah.
a little inexperienced. So yeah, I'm going with London Spirit as the wooden spoon. What do you
Right.
think?
I'm going to go for Trent Rockets to win it. I think in
Fair
terms
enough.
of balance, because they have explosive openers and they have Joe Root in the middle who
Yeah,
can anchor the innings if needed, and they have
yeah,
Rashid Khan, who I think a lot of the domestic players have, I don't know if they would have played him that often. I think
yeah. True.
he will spin a web around them, and I think a lot of them will struggle to play him. And they have some
Yeah.
pace with Wahab Riaz when he plays. So I think
I mean, the only thing I'd say on Trent Rockets is everything is perfect except for the pace bowling. That's one area where I
yeah,
think they're lacking compared to someone like Oval Invincibles. So that's why I based on that, I went with Oval Invincibles, and I feel like Trent Rocket have a good chance of being in the finals along with them.
yeah. I mean, again, yeah. I think in terms of balance, yeah, you can argue their pace bowling is probably weaker, but then their batting and the spinning options in
Yeah,
Rashid and Samit Patel is a decent spinner as well.
yeah, true.
I think Samit Patel opens the bowling in T20s
Yeah,
for Nottingham, right? So um, so and then you have Rashid Khan in the middle order, in
yeah,
the middle overs,
yeah,
and he can hit it. Wahab Riaz can hit it at the end. So I think their batting, they can literally go bang bang from ball one.
yeah.
And in terms
Agreed.
of bottom, um, I mean, I just don't like the balance that Manchester have. I think again, just having being too top heavy.
Okay.
If Butler and Salt don't perform, then that's it really.
Yeah.
Colin Munro again doesn't really. It's 50-50. So I think yeah, they might struggle. I think to be honest, just because the batting is too top heavy
Okay.
and very like one dimensional. Um, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't not very well versed with some of the domestic players who might come in and shine, but yeah, I think Manchester for me is
Fair,
they'll struggle.
fair enough. So that
So,
was our preview of the 100 teams. Hope you enjoyed that. Do let us know in the comments who you think will win this one, and who you think will come last. And let us know if you agree or disagree with us. We might have missed out some key players, some domestic stalwarts that we don't know about. So do let us know in the comments. And as always, please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And thank you for watching.
thank you.